And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition with your host, Ibrahim, aka Mark Brown. And we're back for season 11, episode 9 of this season. We have with us returning. You've known him if you've been keeping up with this game show. He's been on multiple times. Mr. Zora Catone. How can one describe? What is he not? He's a Disnerd. He's a Disney fanatic. He's a film historian. He's an actor. He's a actor. He's a thespian. He's a puppeteer. Name anything creative, and he's probably done it. Ventriloquist, I'm pretty sure he's done that too. So there we go. See, he agrees. So, Mr. Zarkaton, how are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. What an intro. Wow, that was very nice. Thank you very much. And you are correct. I have dabbled in ventriloquy. It's been a while, but professional puppeteer, yes. I don't know about movie historian, although I'm certainly trying to get myself to the Disney historian part. But we shall see. My memory isn't quite what it used to be these days. But I'm always happy to be back. Season 11, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Um,
I think you were a contestant since season one. I think you were on the first season, so you've been
I
with
believe
me
so,
since
yeah.
the beginning.
Always happy to be back. All right, well, shall we?
We shall. I was going to ask you to introduce yourself, but if there anything else you want to add to my
Oh
introduction?
no, that was quite the introduction by itself. You got it. I mean, thank you. I will humbly take that.
Awesome. And for anyone else who's new to this game show, this is a 12-question multiple choice game show about anything remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Zora keeps getting questions right, he goes higher up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game. He leaves with the last number of points for the last safe haven. He has three lifelines to help him. 50-50. Gets rid of two wrong answers. A phone or friend if he chooses. He can call someone for help or an Ask the Expert. This season, our expert is Mr. Eli Sansa. He's been on the game show multiple times, won twice. He's actually been an expert twice as well. I've asked him all these questions. Zora can see how he answered, decide if he wants to go with that or not. And if Zora gets to 32,000 points, he'll get the fourth lifeline, which is this double dip, which gives him two chances at answering a question. Zora, are you ready to play Million?
I'm ready. Let's go.
He's as ready as he'll ever be. I will share my screen. Let me know when you see it.
It's getting there. There we go.
There we go. Once we win Animation Edition. Again, this is your ladder of points. Remember, the yellow ones are your benchmarks. Once you get to those, you can't lose them no matter what. And
hmm
everyone else is Eli Sansa. Zora's read this already, but take a chance to look at that and check out his blog, Entertainment Junkie blog, eJunkieblog.com. Zora, I'm excited. Let's go. 500 points. Which animated Looney Tunes character famously says the line, I taw, a putty tat? This is Porky Pig, Tweety, Yosemite Sam, Elmer Fudd.
That would be B, Tweety Bird. Final answer.
And nothing's final until they say final answer, so take your time, but I think your answer is correct. Good job. I know, and I'm 100% confident you could do impressions of all four of them.
It's been a while, but I know with Mel Blanc, he definitely had some help having the pitch raised.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of people
uh,
don't know that he had some like it was sped up sometimes or pitch rate, but
mhm.
I mean not taking away from his genius, but
Oh
it's
no, absolutely
yeah,
not.
as
No.
well. But it was yeah. Tweety Bird is of all the I always like Tweety Bird and Sylvester. I think Sylvester is like on my top like five favorite Looney Tunes characters. I think for
hmm
me it's like I like I think Foghorn Leghorn's my number one, and then it's like
hmm
Porky Pig and Daffy Duck after that.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good list. It's a very
Thanks,
good
thanks.
list.
I don't know which order. All right, you
Um,
doing? Go ahead.
well, my mom was definitely a big fan of Sylvester. May she rest in peace.
Yes.
Um, me, I'm kind of basic, but like I've always been a big fan of Bugs and Daffy.
What's not
Yosemite
to
Sam
love?
is always fun. Um, oh gosh, I
Elmer
think
Fudd's a fun
Foghorn's
one
up
too.
there. Hmm?
Elmer Fudd is a fun one too. I forgot about him.
Yes, yeah. Um, those who may be watching me might say, well, what about Porky? Well, Porky's kind of been ruined for me just because I've had to voice him so many times for so many fan dubs.
Oh
Um,
wow.
but my respect to Mel Blanc and anyone else who has to try and voice him, just especially Bob Bergen these days.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a tough one to do. So all the more kudos to you if you can do that.
Did you see the new Looney Tunes movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up?
Not yet. It's been on my list though. I really hope to soon. I've heard good things, and I hear Eric Bauza does a really good job. So
Yeah.
Canadians represent. Yes, please. Love that.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I liked it a lot. Like
Oh, good.
I didn't think I would like it, but I actually did like it a lot. So I was
I'm a
happy.
little on the apprehensive side, but
Yeah.
I'm sure once I actually see it, it'll that'll change.
It's crazy to think only now we get the first fully animated theatrical Looney Tunes film that wasn't like a compilation. You'd
Mhm.
think there'd been at least one before this.
Yeah. No,
So,
that's wow, that's weird.
anyways, Zara, you're doing amazing. Next was 1,000 points. I have to remind you, if you get it wrong, you leave with nothing. I don't think that's going to happen. We just have to put out the disclaimer there.
Here's
1,000
hoping.
points. What country does the animated 2007 Pixar film Ratatouille take place in? Is it South Africa, Brazil, France, Australia?
The answer is C, France, final answer.
C, France, final answer. Your answer is wrong. It was South Africa. No, you're right. It's France.
Ah,
You have 1,000 points no matter what.
excellent.
Are you at, whoops, well, let's go back. Are you a Ratatouille fan?
Oh, absolutely. Um, Ratatouille is one of my favorite Pixar films. It was my mother's favorite,
Oh,
and
okay.
unfortunately, after she passed, my a pastor friend of ours gave me some extra cash, and he said, "Listen, I want you to take this and buy whatever reminds you of your mom." And so I got a metal sign of the of La Ratatouille for the restaurant that they have at the end, and
Wow.
so now it's hanging over my kitchen.
That is probably the most wholesome story I've heard on this game show. Thank you
Oh,
for sharing. I appreciate it.
yeah.
I like Ratatouille. It's not like on my top favorite Pixar films. I think a lot of people especially love the ending with
Mhm.
the big speech that Anton Ego gives. Um,
Yes.
so I think for a lot of people that's what makes them that's like a big driver in them like loving this film like amazingly. I like it fine though. I have nothing against it. It's just not like in my top five favorites.
Mhm.
But I do like the. Have you been to on the ride at the Disney parks yet?
I have, yes.
I
Love
enjoy
it.
it.
Trackless rides are
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
It's like mind-boggling how the technology we have that we could do that.
Hmm.
And no one crashes, so that's even
Yeah,
better.
I've been lucky so far.
Zora, you're doing amazing. Have all your lifelines. Let's get you higher. 2,000 points. Which character is the strongest believer in the Great Pumpkin in the animated 1966 Peanuts television special? It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's in Linus, Peppermint Patty, Sally, Schroeder.
So, confession, I'm not as familiar with Peanuts as I probably should be. I have seen the special though. It's been a while, and I always quote "I got a rock" whenever it comes to trick-or-treating stuff. Um, but I believe the answer is A, Linus. Final answer.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this one your Peanuts isn't your big topic, but hey, is it Linus? Your answer is correct.
Good, good.
It's kind of
Phew.
it's kind of Linus's thing. He's the most sincerest believer in the Great Pumpkin, and if the pumpkin
Mhm.
patch is sincere enough, the Great Pumpkin will show up. Hasn't shown up yet, but the guy will still try.
I could see his face. I just couldn't be sure. Like, is that Linus? Yeah, that's he's the one with the blanket.
He's the blanket one, yes. I love Peanuts a lot. It's one of my top comic strips. So like, I haven't seen all of the specials. There's like 40 or 50 of them, but I mean I've
Mm-hmm.
definitely seen this one. And I love the Peanuts movie, the 2015 one. That's like on my top anime films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Zora, you're doing amazing. Still have your life plans. Let's keep going. 5,000. What accent does Santa Claus have in the animated 2012 DreamWorks animation film Rise of the Guardians? My favorite DreamWorks film, by the way. Irish, German, Swedish, Russian.
Okay, so uh hmm. Well, as you know, I'm not the biggest DreamWorks fan.
Yes.
Um but if memory serves, I think Alec Baldwin was putting on D, a Russian accent.
Final
Uh
answer.
yeah, I'll say final answer for this one. And if I
All
get
right.
this wrong, then I have another reason to dislike DreamWorks.
Is the Russian accent? Is this the end of the game, or do you keep going? Zora, your answer is Correct. Congratulations. Yeah. He's a very Russian kind of tough guy, Santa Claus. And
Hmm.
I like you. I like DreamWorks more than you do, but it's still not my my favorite of the companies. But it's like hit or miss. I would say like half the stuff I like, half I don't. But this one is my favorite of their films.
Oh, for sure.
Mm,
I'm of the opinion that of all the DreamWorks properties, there are very few that actually like are truly memorable.
mm,
Um, this one, despite its popularity, seems to kind of be in the middle though. Because if you were ever on Tumblr in 2010, you'd
mm.
see this stuff like everywhere. You could not escape it. Um,
There's like the one slur in the Lorax.
yeah. Oh God. And like you'd see crossovers with this and How to Train Your Dragon and Tangled and Brave and everything. Like I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
just so tired of seeing it. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it's memorable, then it is for its main protagonist. There's no question about that.
Jack
But
Frost.
for
Yeah.
me personally, I don't mean to, dunk on your favorite one, but for me, I think it's just
Oh,
okay.
please go ahead. Well, what would you say is your favorite DreamWorks or least hated DreamWorks?
Well, it's funny because the one that I think is the best, I still don't particularly
Yeah,
like it,
yeah.
but the best I would have to say is probably How to Train Your Dragon.
That is a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Chris Sanders, so,
It's gonna be good.
yeah.
Fair enough. Rise of the Guardians is one of the few that I think that like has sequel potential, but
Mm.
I don't
And
think
yet,
it.
out
And
of
yet,
all
no,
the ones that they're milking, that's surprisingly not one of
it's
them.
not that one. No, like there's a whole universe there, but nope. But don't worry, Shrek 5 comes out next year. All right, Zora, you're doing amazing. Still have all your lifelines, 10,000 points. Which Disney character appears in the animated 1943 Disney short Der Führer's Face? I'm 100% sure you know this one. Is it Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, or Pluto?
The answer is A, Donald Duck, final answer.
Your answer is correct. For people who don't know Der Führer's Face, you gotta watch Der Führer's Face.
This is definitely a controversial one, and I can certainly see why. But for me personally, I think this might be one of Donald's bests.
Yeah,
Whenever we see Donald just go completely unhinged, whether it's in Mickey and the Beanstalk or in here, just to see him slowly descend into madness
that's the Donald we
is,
love.
yeah, and I think a lot of people miss the point of what this short is supposed to be. I could go on for hours about how people these days have the wrong idea about Walt Disney, but then
No,
and they
yes.
try to use this short as evidence. But like when you see this, like this is probably one of the most, aside from Education for Death, the most anti-Nazi cartoons that I have ever seen in my life, especially if you listen very closely to the lyrics.
Mm.
And then excuse me, hearing some of the cover versions that they released after this, if you haven't heard them, very humorous and like they're definitely, um, definitely making some jabs. And fun fact, I actually recreated the original poster when a certain someone was due to be elected way back in 2016.
Nice.
Uh, of course, changing the subject matter, but I don't want anyone to start throwing tomatoes at you or your channel. So let's move on, shall we?
Very true, but no, but I agree with you that I don't know how you could watch this and not come to the conclusion this was an anti-Nazi short. Like, it's just b- bonkers to me. But yeah, but like you said, this is the Donald you love when Donald is just in these unhinged behavior, unhinged settings and whatnot. That's the Donald
Mm.
I want to see. And this one does it
And
well.
of course, Clarence Nash plays it off so well.
Yeah. Donald Duck is like one of the voices that I wish I could do. Like it's the one of all the ones I want to do, that's the one I wish I could do. And I'm sure
Yep,
you can.
yep, me too. Oh no, very faintly. Like the worst I can maybe do is the best I can probably do is maybe like an See, I still can't do
Yeah,
it. But I
still.
know for sure I can definitely do a quack out with the clap the the
Yeah. See, that's
but
even better
that's
than
only
me.
from watching that's only from watching Tony do it. Um, I don't know how he's able to like do full on singing doing that. So
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
incredible.
That's
That's
bonkers.
another one where I'm like, if you can do that, kudos to you. Just don't abuse that. Um,
That,
yeah.
that's job
Okay.
security for him right there.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, Zara, you're still doing amazing. Two more until 32,000, which means you'll have 32,000 no matter what, and you'll get the next lifeline. You still have all your others, so let's go 20,000. Which country does the stop motion animated 2018 Wes Anderson film Isle of Dogs take place in? Is it USA, Japan, Germany, or Turkey?
Oh man. Okay. This is another one of those films where I really like I meant to see it, and I unfortunately just never got around to it.
It's definitely a
Um,
good one, I recommend.
yes, yes.
I'm not a
I love.
fan. Hot take, I'm not really a fan of Fantastic Mr. Fox and everyone else loves it, but this one I really love, Isle of Dogs.
I have a love-hate relationship with Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think the animation is terrific. I just don't think we necessarily needed that whole classic Wes Anderson, what does it all mean, man? With that whole identity crisis thing. But he's able to make it work. He's able to make it work. It just for me it just feels a little bit too American.
Yeah.
Um, okay, but regarding Isle of Dogs, if memories from the trailers serve me. I believe the answer is B, Japan. Final answer.
How sure are you?
I want to say about 90%.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. You didn't see this one, but you're hoping your trailer knowledge is and trailer memory is fine. You said Japan. You keep going. If not, it was nice having you. Your answer is correct.
I thought so. I distinctly recall seeing a few Japanese flags in the trailer, and of course with the protagonist. So,
Hmm. Yeah,
but
it took place in I think like a fictional Japanese town, but I mean
some kind
Japan
of like
was
an
the overall.
island of some sort.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
mhm.
obviously, yeah,
Yeah,
Isle of Dogs.
yeah. I haven't seen it. I've only seen it the once when it came out, so it's been a while. But I really like this one a lot, like way more than Phantasm Mr. Fox. So I definitely recommend
Mhm.
checking it out.
I do hope that Wes Anderson does more stop motion stuff.
That would be good. Yeah, I think he does a really good job of it. Even if I didn't like Fantastic Mr. Fox, like I could tell that we can get a good story out of him and stop motion.
And
It's
his
like,
style is too like
mhm,
it's very unorthodox. Like
yeah,
you look at this and you look at Fantastic Mr. Fox, like there's almost a part of it that's like not unsettling, but like it's not exactly the prettiest to look at. And I think
yeah,
that's kind of the point. Um, but like the textures on the fur and everything like
yeah,
that, I can always appreciate the fact that everything you see, especially with stop motion, everything is handmade, and I think no more is that evident when it comes to Wes Anderson or Leica's movies. So if we get a Leica movie on here, um, I should be able to answer that one. Probably. We'll see.
For me, stop motion, like all animation forms are like, I respect them, but I have extreme respect for stop motion because, like, to me, that's just like that's another level of patience you need to
Yeah.
be able to do that.
Yep. Even if for those of you who are watching this are familiar with my YouTube channel, even if you look at some of my earlier stop motion works, you can clearly tell when, like early on in the video, where like you can tell where my patience dies. And I'm like, oh, it looks so good, it looks so good, and then it looks repetitive and cheap. Okay, he gave up right about there. So yeah, all of my respect heavily goes to stop motion animators and those who can direct
Definitely.
it and anyone who can be involved in such artistic projects such as that.
Very true. Zora, the next one's at 32,000 points. If you get it right, you'll have that no matter what, and you'll get the fourth lifeline double dip. So let's hope you get it. I'm sure you will. 32,000.
Awesome.
Oh, a DreamWorks one, sorry. Which animated DreamWorks animation film is loosely based on the book, The True Meaning of Smic Day? It's a Megamind. Home. Monsters vs. Aliens. Turbo. Let's hear your beautiful love for this.
I am definitely going to have to phone the expert for this one.
Sure, so no problem. That's what Eli is for. So I asked Eli this question. He told me 100% sure the answer is B, home.
That was, I knew it had to be one of the alien ones. So let's go with Eli's suggestion. Let's go with B, home.
Final answer.
Yep, final answer.
Final answer. You didn't know this one with the Eli. He's 100% home. Is that correct? Your answer is correct. Look at it this way, you have 32,000 points and you have that no matter what, and you have the double dip. I remember when Home
Yes.
came out, when just the trailer and just the news of it came out, just the plot and the idea Rihanna is one of the voices, it was like, yeah, this is DreamWorks. This is like DreamWorks. This was like at the bottom of the barrel for DreamWorks.
And surprisingly, this is the ones that they've been milking. Like, didn't they have a TV series about this?
Did they? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But
Uh,
it's definitely on my least favorite DreamWorks films
oh,
list.
sure. Like I look at the and like this isn't supposed to be like any knock on Rihanna
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anyone who actually worked on this movie or anything like that. But like when I see this movie, this reminds me of everything that I hate about the company. This and Trolls, especially.
Ah,
Oh,
if you want to talk about milking a franchise, you talk
yeah.
about
Jeez.
Trolls.
Oh, please.
I never, I don't hate Trolls, but I never thought we'd get three theatrical movies about Trolls
And a whole bunch of TV series.
and a whole bunch of
That's
TV specials. Yeah. Anyway, Zora, don't watch this movie.
no.
Watch I Love Dogs instead.
Yes.
Okay, Zora, you're 5 away from the million. I want to see you get there, but always remember if no one gets to the million, the top five of you will come back for a second round. So if you want to walk away with a high number, you can too. There's only one person behind you because you're episode nine, so just keep that in mind.
Sure.
64,000. Who was the voice of the Aviator in the animated 2015 film The Little
Oh
Prince?
my
Was it
God.
Harrison Ford, Michael Douglas, James Brolin, or Jeff Bridges?
The answer is I'm 90% sure the answer is D, Jeff Bridges.
Final answer.
Final answer.
All right. Jeff Bridges, 90% sure. So far, we're going good with the stop motion. Is that correct? Your answer is correct. I won't tease you for
Oh,
that one. Yeah, it was Jeff Bridges. What did you think of Little Prince?
beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. I mean the Little Prince is it's a classic and I think, nowhere like the charm and the beauty of the overall look and the illustrations. It's just this is one of those stories that just lends itself so well to stop motion or to a 3D look such as this. There especially the way that it was animated with the keyframes and everything. It didn't look like completely fluid. Like it still had like a little bit of a certain choppiness to it. At
Hmm.
least the way that I remember it. I can only say that I've only seen this once.
Yeah.
Um, but like the way that everyone moves and everything like that, it's just so perfect.
Yeah. For me, I only saw this once as well back when it came out. So I don't remember it a lot, so I think I need to rewatch it again. I wasn't familiar
Likewise.
with like the story, The Little Prince, so I didn't really know what to expect. So I can't say I enjoyed it a lot, but I think also I think it's one of these things I need to rewatch, and two, I think I need to like read the story as well. I think that would have helped me a lot too.
Agreed. And of course, Jeff Bridges' voice, like coming out of
Oh
a
yeah.
face like that, is
Yeah.
just perfect. Perfect casting.
He is that is perfect, Jeff Bridges casting. Yes. So all right, you're 4 away from the million, still have three lifelines. Let's go. 125,000 points. In the animated 1985 Disney canon film The Black Cauldron, how can the evil powers of the Black Cauldron be stopped? I'm pretty sure you know this one too. Is it A, a
Hmm.
virtuous being must drink from it? B, it must be kept in a magical fireplace that always remains lit? C, a living being must climb into it of their own free will? Or D, a magical sword must be used to break it into many pieces?
Oh man, this one hurt. But the answer is C. A living being must climb into it of their own free will. Oh, poor Gurgi.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Poor Gorgie, indeed, your answer is. Correct. Black Cauldron. This is a film we got to talk about. Like, for it has a its bad reputation in the Disney company and all that. It was like the bottom of the bottom before they got into the highs of the Renaissance and whatnot.
Hmm.
For me, I don't dislike it. I do enjoy this film. It's like it's maybe in like my top 30 favorites, but it's definitely not one that a lot of people put it in like the bottom 10, but I don't think it's that bad. I think there's a lot of good that it could have been. It could have been amazing, but I think with a lot of the behind the scenes going on and like just the structure of the company at the time, I think all that played a part into what we got at the end.
Oh, absolutely. For me, this is what I call like my favorite forgotten favorite. Because like this is, I mean, you have all the makings of a classic, not just a classic Disney movie, but like a
Yeah.
classic fantasy story. You know,
Mm,
you've got the brave hero with the sword, very Link-like, and then you've got
mm.
the quote unquote princess and her little bauble and everything, who is absolutely adorable, by the way. Eilonwy is just oh, I always get so choked up when I see people. I'm like, you remember?
I,
Um,
I I love Isla. For years, I used to say she was my favorite Disney princess because I always felt bad she got forgotten as a Disney princess when other
yeah.
princesses who aren't technically princesses are remembered. So I just like that.
Yeah, and then yeah, I mean you've got you've got Fleur de Flamme and Gurgi, of course, who a lot of people tend to either love or hate. But I'm one of the people that very much loves him. I mean, if I had to choose between him or Gollum, I'm definitely going with the fluffy little fella who likes
Mm.
apples. Um, But yeah, it's just it's very different from the book. It's very different. But then, that's what happens when you try and get like an entire saga of books into one movie. But for what it is, I think for what it is, it's a fun adventure and funny enough, I actually use this film as one of the answers. I During time, I'll work at a Tim Burton themed bar,
Yeah.
and for trivia, this is one of the questions that I like to ask for a tiebreaker. Which of these films did Tim not work on? Is it Black Cauldron, Fox and the Hound, Tron, or Return to Oz? And of course, the correct answer is Return to Oz. But then, people who have heard of Black Cauldron, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then people who haven't heard of it, they're like, I don't know what that is, but I think Tim probably worked on that. So I'll say that one. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But if you don't know it, then you've got some homework to do.
Yeah.
Um, so it's funny that even people who have never heard of this know that Tim Burton worked on it. So that's, you know, it all checks out.
I'm just imagining now a fully directed by Tim Burton Black Ocean film.
Oh. If that happened, I don't think Disney would let him release it. Just like,
No,
maybe not.
he'd have to do that by his own studio or something.
Yeah, seriously. Not that I wouldn't love to see that though. I mean, the
Yeah.
Horned King is a very, very underrated Disney villain.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
You have John Hurt voicing him too. Yeah.
and of course the animation mixed with that voice, it's like that is to me a quintessential Disney villain, and yet so few people actually know who he is. Very
One of
disheartening.
one of the sad things about Black Cauldron to me is I saw like an old it was like a Disney promotional behind the scenes video that was hosted by Haley Mills and she was introducing herself as the voice of Eilonwy so
Hmm.
in this film so that always I was always confused like what happened why
Yeah,
weren't you the voice of Eilonwy and like I
yeah.
watched an interview with her like later on and the interviewer asked her about this but like she couldn't like remember so maybe I don't know if maybe she wasn't really like decided to be Alanwi or she just kind of forgot about what happened. But I'd love to know the story. What happened? How did she end up not being
Likewise,
Alanwi?
yeah. No, just not that I have any problem with who they did get,
Yeah, yeah,
but I had a huge crush on Haley Mills growing up, so
yeah.
having her be a proper voice in an animated film would have been good.
Especially animated Disney film. Like
Yeah,
she ended up doing, Don Bluth's The Troll in Central Park. But I mean,
yeah.
but imagine like doing a Disney for that would have been like paying homage to her for thanks for
Oh,
all
for
that she's done.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Zora, I'm glad I could go on that tangent with you because there's very few people I could talk about this with.
Hmm.
So you're three away from the next benchmark. You still have all
Whew.
th you have three more lifelines. I'm excited. Let's see how far I want to see you get to a million. 250,000. Which of the following segments does not appear in the animated 2004 direct-to-video Disney Toon Studios film Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas? Does not appear. Is it Bells on Ice? A Very Goofy Christmas? Christmas Impossible? Or Mickey's Doggone Christmas?
Oh, we're going
By the
by
titles
the
of the
actual
segments.
names of the
Correct.
sequences. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. I do know this movie, and I have seen it quite a few times. Is it as good as Once Upon a Christmas? Debatable. Um, doesn't quite hit me in all the right emotional ways that Once Upon a Christmas does. Um, the title sequences, though, see, this is embarrassing because I am the Disney guy. Um, so for this, we're gonna go for 50-50.
Okay. I'll get rid of two wrong answers for you, but just for fun, like which one are you leaning towards right now? Or do you
I'm
have
leaning
an
towards Christmas Impossible. I
Okay. I'm getting rid of two wrong answers for you.
think.
I still
No.
got Christmas Impossible and I got a very goofy Christmas.
Uh, uh,
So take your time and hey, you could always use the double dip as well, because that means you definitely will get it right. Because it's only two choices.
yeah. I'm just trying to th what uh, what was oof. Okay. Um hmm. Because I know Max had his own segment. Uh I just can't remember what it was called. So, okay. No, no, no. Okay. So,
Take your time.
okay, well now that I see it, Christmas Impossible sounds like the title of Huey, Dewey, and Louie. But in that case, I'll say not appear will be Very Goofy Christmas B final answer.
Okay. The interesting thing is I can't remember what the answer is myself, so this will be a surprise to both you and me. Was it a
Hmm.
goofy Christmas? We had to use it 50-50. If it is, you keep going. If it's not, it was nice having you, Zora. Your answer is correct.
Hmm. Hmm.
Congratulations. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
Christmas Impossible was the he would do. I think a very goofy Christmas, I think, is from Once Upon a Christmas, if I'm not
Probably the
mistaken.
first one,
Hmm.
right?
I've seen Twice Upon a Christmas, but I've only seen it once when I was like, I don't know, like 13 or 14 or something, so I don't remember it really. And I've never seen Once Upon a Christmas, but I've heard good things about that one.
Excuse you. You haven't. So you've seen Twice Upon a Christmas, but you
Yes.
haven't seen one. That's. Mm.
In my defense, I think my library had Twice Upon a Christmas, and I don't think it had Once Upon a Christmas. So,
Oh, what a library.
so I'll definitely let you check that out and let you know.
Yes, please. Just bring tissues for the last segment.
I hear that one's sad, yes.
Yes.
Whew, anyway, I'm glad you got that right. Zora, you're two away from the million. And you have two life, I still have one expert, and you have the double dip as well.
I don't think I've ever gotten this close to the
I,
million before.
I was trying to think, what's the farthest you've been? I think you got to the 500,000 once before as well,
Hmm.
but I don't think you've been to the million. But let's change that today.
Whew.
Zora, you got this. 500,000 points. In which neighborhood or section of London do the Darling family live in the animated 1953 Disney canon film Peter Pan? Before I even show the answers, if anyone in this world would know the answer to this right away, that I have any acquaintance or friendship with or in relation to, my money would be on Zora Catone. But let's just see
I,
what happens. He's the guy there with the glasses. Yes, not this one,
yep.
the other one. A. Aldgate. B. Stratford. C. Bloomsbury. Or D. Kennington.
I think you mean Kensington, my friend. But
Yep.
the correct answer is in fact C, Bloomsbury.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Actually, there is a Kennington as well. So
Oh, there is. Oh, is
yeah. So
there?
there's both a Kennington and Kensington. So that
Oh,
was part of my plot to trick people up. But your answer is correct. It is Bloomsbury. If any, I knew you if when I did this question and I realized and once I realized you're doing it like I know you you kept this one because in the movie I know they do mention it briefly in the
yes, they
beginning.
do.
Do they do
Yeah,
in the J.M. Barrie's book or is it
I
not?
believe so. Yes.
I
Uh,
can't remember.
yeah, because what would be a good alternative? Because here I am not knowing that Kennington exists, but if
Yeah.
you had said Kensington, that would have been good,
Okay.
considering the prequel, the official prequel to Peter Pan would be Peter Pan and Kensington Gardens.
Oh, I
Um,
did not know about that one.
mhm.
That's written by J.M. Barrie.
It was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Little White Bird, which was Peter's like first, I believe canonically the first story.
Okay.
Um, but I don't know. I like to say that I'm an expert on how this story was written, but I tend to get mixed up on a few details and maybe get a few things turned around. But if anyone out there hasn't heard the story of how Peter Pan came to be, especially with the real boy who
Yeah.
inspired Peter, I would definitely look into it. Finding Neverland is a very good movie, and it's a good way to first start getting into it. And then
I
after
highly
that,
recommend Finding Neverland. Yes.
yeah, after that, definitely try and do some reading for yourself to see what they got right, what isn't quite right,
Yeah.
and then,
Mhm.
um, but it's a very touching story, just like how, Alice Little inspired
Yeah.
Lewis Carroll to write Alice in Wonderland. Peter Lewin Davies inspired J.M. Barrie to write this story. And at a very low point in his career too. So
Yeah.
I feel like thanks to this story and thanks to that family, we have a lot to thank in terms of not just for Peter Pan, but in for fantasy in general. You see an archetypal pirate with a hook on its hand, you immediately think, oh, Peter Pan, Captain Hook.
Yeah.
Like I don't know a single well, I mean, okay, I do, and she was a gamer, and I'm just like, how do you not know this story? But like, I don't know a single person who doesn't at least know the name Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Captain Hook, Neverland, things like that. It's such an influential story and such a big part of what people perceive childhood to be like. So. If you missed out on this, yes, I realize some of the elements haven't exactly aged very well, either in the movie or the source material. Um, but like, if you don't know this, then like, did you not have a childhood? Like, what? In any case, that was a tangent on itself. Sorry about that.
No, no, I appreciate it because you and me are both fans of stories and storytelling, and one thing you touched on, which is something I really admire, is when fiction becomes just part of just the what do you call it? Like society just knows it. Like you said, someone sees a pirate with a hook. Oh, Captain Hook. Even
Hmm.
if they've never watched or read Peter Pan, the
Hmm.
character has just become so ingrained in culture or just our experience as humans, in especially at least in the Western world. Like, oh, I know, you know Captain Hook, you know Winnie the Pooh, right? Like you see an orphan, you might think Oliver Twist. You might not have read the book or or watched any of the films or something, but when your storytelling can become like on that level, that plane, I think like you've really made it, in my opinion.
For sure.
Zora, for the first
Wow.
time ever, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, you are gonna see the million point question. Not only that, you're
Woo.
going into it with two lifelines. You still have an Ask Eli, and you still have the double dip. Again, the
Yeah.
double dips gives you two chances to answer a question, but you have to say you're using it first.
Yeah. Oh man, this is exciting.
Zora, take a breath. Stretch those muscles.
Whew.
Here it is, the 1 million point question. Although Trolley Troubles was the first to be released, What was the first Oswald the Lucky Rabbit short to be produced and actually made by Disney? Is it Poor Papa, Bright Lights, Empty Socks, or Great Guns?
Oh boy. Okay. I know this. I know this. I know for a fact I know this.
Take your time, and you have your lifelines if you need them.
Yes. No, I hopefully shouldn't. Uh no, because this is so embarrassing because I always correct people when they think that uh when they say that, oh, Trolley Troubles was the first
That's the first,
Oswald
yeah.
cartoon. No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no. That was just the first one they released. It's like Steamboat Willie, where they think,
Yeah,
oh,
that was the
Steamboat
first
Willie's the
one,
first
yeah.
one. No, no, that would be Plane Crazy, my friend.
Mhm.
Ugh. Mm.
Take your time.
Okay.
You have lifelines if need be.
Well, I know it's not Bright Lights, and I know it's not Empty Socks. The future me is going to be watching this and screaming at the screen.
It's
Uh,
obviously
yeah.
whatever.
Uh, all right. Do it. No, I don't. I don't have 50-50 anymore. Okay.
No, you have the double dip, which is gives you two chances to answer a
Oh,
question.
heck no. No. How many times am I ever going to get an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit's uh an Oswald the Lucky
Question.
Rabbit
This probably be
question?
your first, I think, in your history here.
Yeah. So, I want to
So
make
10
sure I do
years,
this
one
right.
Oswald question.
Okay.
You have expert too, don't forget.
No, no. This is
This is
my
all you.
area of
This is
expertise.
all you.
I
Go big or
should I
go
should
home.
know this.
Take your
Okay.
time.
Okay. I'm going to say the answer is A, Poor Papa. Final answer.
Oh, Zora Catone playing it. He has two life ends in his pockets. He refuses to use either. He's going with poor Papa. It was either that or Great Guns in his mind. Zora, if you get this right, you leave with the million points. You win the game show. You win the $100 Amazon gift card, and you finally win the game show after 10 years of doing this. If you get it wrong, you leave with 32,000, which is still nothing to be ashamed of. Zora, the other apprentice Catone, your answer is correct.
I knew it! I knew it! Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Hey!
Zora, Zora,
Wow!
Zora. You've made it, my friend. This is your eighth
Wow!
appearance on the game show, and I'm glad to see you get the million. It was about, it was going to happen sooner or later.
Mm-hmm.
And all the questions were worked out in your favor. Whew, Zora, I am so, so happy. It's always exciting for me when someone gets the million and when they get it right. And
Yeah.
I know for a lot of people this would be a much harder question, but I know for you this is up your alley. You couldn't remember
Yeah.
100%, but something in your mind told you poor Papa, and I'm glad you went with that.
No, it's so again, it is so embarrassing that it took me that long to get to it because I knew it had to be either one of the two. But I now that yes, Great Guns came much, much later. Um
And sometimes when you're on the spot, like I found, like you just forget everything you knew.
oh, for sure.
hmm
That's the worst part of these sorts of things. Because especially when you go back and you're like, why did I have so much trouble? I know that one. I knew this one. So I was not gonna have that happen again. Um,
First of all, I'm sorry to I just realized you're wearing a Jack Skellington shirt. I didn't realize that up until now.
oh
So
yeah.
thank you. Zora, I'm so happy. You win the game show, you win season 11, you win the $100 Amazon gift card, which I'll send over to you shortly afterwards. Zora, before we go, is there anything you want to say, or how can people find your stuff?
Well, after all this time, I gotta say, finally, it's so great to be able to finally be able to win one of these,
Eighth
and
time's the charm.
especially have the million dollar question be, something Disney related, something Oswald the Lucky Rabbit related, so that being a nerd and studying these things that you're passionate about definitely pays off. Um, as for where you can find me, I'm not too terribly active these days. If you want to see my old stuff, my YouTube channel is still up and available for the moment. It's been a while since I've actually made anything, but never say never. Hopefully, I'll be able to get back to making things again. This time, I won't get burned out, and hopefully, wow, this was a lot of fun. Of course, I got to say thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you
Uh,
for coming.
After, all these years, it's so nice to come back, and it's so nice to be able to win one of these. Wow. Um, you never go into these things like expecting to win, or at least I don't. I'm just really here to, have a good time, flex, put my knowledge to the test, and I'm glad to know that today of all days that it paid off.
Awesome. And thank you, my friend, for always coming on. Yeah, you always make the games interesting and fun, and I always enjoy having you as a contestant. And for everyone else who's watching, so we still have one more contestant, so there's still a chance we get so we won't be around two, but we could have two winners. I don't know if you saw my season 9, I think it was. I had actually had two millionaires. Two people won the million. So
Okay.
maybe that could happen again this time. So stay tuned for that last episode coming out shortly after this. Until then, take care. Bye.
All right.